Hi beautiful people, good morning and welcome back to my videos. Today I want to talk about warning signs that you should not ignore when you're pregnant. If these things I will list out here are happening to you, you should not ignore them because they are signs and symptoms that something is trying to go wrong with your pregnancy. And these signs and symptoms, these things may also happen to you after you've delivered. If these things are happening to you and you've already put to bed, like you've delivered your baby, please don't also ignore them. It is very important that you see your healthcare provider. So without wasting much of our time, I'll dive right into it. So guys, I've made a list of the symptoms that I want to talk about. Remember, we're talking about warning signs that you should not ignore when you're pregnant. So I've written a lot of things down because I don't want to miss anyone. So occasionally you'd see me looking down. I'm probably looking down to get the things I want to say. So the first one is headaches that won't go away. You have this headache that doesn't want to go anywhere. You've had this headache for days. Please don't ignore it. The next one is dizziness and fainting. You always feel dizzy and sometimes you faint while you're pregnant. That's a red flag. That's a very big warning sign that something is wrong. You have changes in your vision. You notice that your vision is becoming blurry, or you're beginning to lose, color. You no longer identify colors. Blue is now looking purplish. It's a big sign that you should not ignore. You have fevers that are above 100.4 degree Fahrenheit. So like if you're running temperature that is already above 100, it's a red flag. And it's not just a red flag for you, the mom, it's also a red flag for the baby because high fevers like this can actually harm the baby. Okay, so it's a sign that you should not ignore. You have extreme swelling on your hands and on your face while you're pregnant. I know that in late pregnancy, the limbs, the legs can swell, but if your own swelling is happening in your hands and in your face and is extreme, please do not ignore it. It's not normal. So if you're beginning to have thoughts of harming yourself or your baby, you just stay and you just think that you should harm yourself, then you cannot ignore that sign. It could be antepartum depression. And people don't get to talk about antepartum depression so much, but it is something that actually happens in pregnancy. There are people that are pregnant, and during all the course of their pregnancy, all they think about is how to harm themselves or their babies. So if you're one of those persons, please do not ignore it. If you're having trouble breathing, you notice that you're breathing fast, you're having palpitations, and you gasp for air a lot, especially if you perform little activities, then you may have to go to the hospital to check yourself out. It is a warning sign that something is about to go wrong. So if you're also having chest pain, like I initially explained, you're having trouble breathing, you're having palpitations, you're breathing too fast, and you always gasp for air when you perform little activities, accompanied with chest pain, please don't ignore it. It may be a sign that something is about to go wrong. Okay, if your movement slowed, like your baby's movement slowed, you used to feel the baby's kicks a lot, and then all of a sudden it kept slowing down, or it suddenly stopped, please rush to the hospital. Something may actually be going wrong with the baby. Okay, and when we catch things early, the outcomes are usually better. So if the baby's movements have slowed down over the weeks or over the last couple of days, please don't ignore it. Get to the hospital. If you're having discharges or blood is coming out of your body and it's coming out in high quantity, in alarming quantities, okay, or even a brownish or yellowish or whitish discharge is coming out and is coming out in large quantities, please do not ignore that. The last I'm going to take is overwhelming tiredness. If you're always tired, like this tiredness is something that you can't even lift a pin without feeling this overwhelming sense of fatigue. I know that pregnancy can come with its own dizziness, but if yours is overwhelming, that's why I used overwhelming tiredness. You notice that you do a little thing and boom, you just gas out. Okay, that's not okay. There could be something else going on and you need to go check out yourself. So guys, this is where we're bringing this video to the end. I hope this video was helpful. Please share it so that people that don't know about these things can learn from it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next one. Bye guys.